Everybody's been saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me that you got me hooked. You're playing it big time. You're feeding me lies. Everyone has been bugging me to sever the...
Good morning, everyone! I just want to intro this video out really quickly to let you know what I'm doing. A couple months back, I did an office makeover. Well, I must report, my office is a wreck again. So I'm gonna show you guys the before of my office right now. I am eventually gonna do an office tour. So this over here, these were like my surplus boxes, and somehow these ended up being like dumping boxes. So I need to fix those. This is obviously the background in my video. I was just doing my makeup here, which is a mess, and I should probably wash my makeup brushes and put stuff away. And here is the system from IKEA that was installed a couple months ago. I have like random Amazon packages over there I need to do something with, and a piñata. This is my gaming / streaming computer. If you've ever seen me on my stream, this is what I'm sitting in front of. Again, I obviously need to fix this because this is just not okay. And then this is actually the worst of it. Again, my skincare drawer just totally got destroyed. I just keep throwing products on top of products on top of products. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed right now. The first thing I like to do is clear some clutter, and essentially this gives me working space so I can organize and bring things out. So as you can see, I cleared some space to get started, and I also pulled out bins for basically recycling, trash, and donations. So as I go through, I can put the items where they need to go if I'm planning on getting rid of them. Hello! So I'm at Daiso. Well, I'm in the parking lot of Daiso, and I'm gonna pop in to see if they have any things I can use for organizing my skincare products. Let's go in and see what they've got. Bonk. There are so many people here. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star, and in a week or two I won't remember who you are. So that was a little bit of a fail. I ended up not filming in Daiso that much. I got like 2 shots because there were so many people there. I was like a little shy, but I'll show you really quickly. Carl! I got like a little, this I'm actually planning, I'll see if I can use it in the office. So it has like little slots. It's like a little acrylic container. And then I got this guy here, which is basically just like a, it reminds me of like caboodles. Does anyone remember caboodles? I feel like I can always use these. These are in like different sizes, and these have like little, they come with like little things. You can make little sections out of these plastic baskets. It's day 2 of me trying to clean up my office. So I am going to be doing some sorting. So I got these little organizers. I ordered these off of Yes Style. Cool thing about these is that they have like little compartments. So I'm planning on using this one probably for like my hair accessories. So what I'm gonna do with this smaller one is I'm gonna use it for smaller accessories like, where did they go? Like these. So I also order these from Yes Style because they're super cheap. They're like really little tiny little ear pieces. So I'm gonna put them in these smaller ones. So once I've kind of sorted and organized the little items that I have, I like to create places for all of my items. Now, this is a great time for me to kind of look around my office or wherever I'm trying to organize and see if there's any wasted space. This was something that I noticed with this tray that I had these necklaces sitting here. I don't really wear these cocktail necklaces anymore, so I just decided to put them in a box for later. I wiped down the surface, and now I have these little dividers that I basically use for organizing products and video ideas. And this type of organization using the space like this makes a lot more sense. So it's a good time to just kind of reassess and create new spaces for your stuff. Okay, so I feel like I've made some progress. I'm gonna update you guys on what I've done so far. My office is obviously still a wreck. There's still stuff everywhere, but basically what I'm trying to do is make a place to put everything first, and then I can go ahead and put those things in that place instead of, you know, I don't know, I just feel like it's better to take everything out and then put it back in the way you want it to be. I am working on basically the top main drawer of where my desktop Mac computer is. I have these bins that I always have in my office where I put products in to sort out which products are going to be in what video, because obviously I have ideas when I make videos. This is kind of what I've come up with. Like I said, this is that top drawer. Ugh, that's gonna be a nightmare. But anyway, so you could see into this one, which is why I like to try and keep it as neat as possible. I have my office, like pencils and things like that. And then back here is where I'm gonna put all of those beautiful bins for video, blogging, whatever ideas, just to sort them out. Obviously here we're still working on it. Like I still got just like a bunch of clutter up there. But what I'm gonna start working on is probably this guy first, because I feel like this is a lot of wasted space. I feel like I don't obviously, like, this is terrible. And there's probably some old lip products I could get away with getting rid of. And I'd like to consolidate a little bit just so I had, like, that's insane. I feel like this is a very common theme throughout this video when it comes to weeding through products and getting rid of some, or just kind of looking at what I have, is to just take everything out and dump it on the floor. That way I can see everything from an aerial view. I can check out what products are old or what I'm ready to get rid of. And if I have more than one particular type of shade, I'll see it there so I'll know I can get rid of it. Okay, so this is what I've narrowed down to. I got rid of quite a few lip products. Of course, they're just ones that got old or, you know, didn't look so great anymore, and just to show you guys kind of what this looks like. After I finished that drawer, I went ahead and moved on to the next drawer and just kind of dumping things out on the floor like I mentioned. So I'm working on some eye products as well as kind of looking at some old products that kind of float towards the back, like this eyeshadow palette here. This was actually a palette just full of shadows I didn't use or like, so I thought that was kind of silly. I just decided to get rid of them, and then I can repurpose the palette for something else. Also, it's a good opportunity to check the back of products. This is one thing I really love about Korean Beauty, is that they include the expiration or manufacturing date, so it's super helpful. Okay, so somehow this is kind of turning into a destashing video, so I'm trying really hard to just let go of some of the old products I have because I have a ton. I'm getting rid of pretty much all of my Shine Fix eyes. I check the date and they expire in like a month, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let them go. I know I've had them for a long time. Also, along that line, I had a bunch of Etude House shadows that were just, I didn't like the pigmentation, or I didn't like how they were formulated, or they were just old or cracked or something was wrong with them. So I'm getting rid of all those because most likely those are also old too. Actually, I'm gonna be getting rid of a couple palettes. These two I've just had for a while and I've actually gotten a lot of use out of them. You can actually see how dirty my Lorac Pro Mega 3 is, and this palette from The Balm. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get rid of these, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and back to MAC this palette. Also on top of that, I'm gonna be getting rid of these two palettes. I'm gonna see if any friends want them because they're very pretty, and actually they're not old. I just don't use them enough for me to feel comfortable keeping them. I decided to use one of the containers I picked up from Daiso for my eye products, and it's perfect because the sections are customizable, so I was able to fit my eye products in there perfectly. And I also took the opportunity to get rid of some old mascaras, any old products that I thought I just need to get rid of, and I really liked how this turned out. It looks so organized. I could have all my liquid shadows, eyebrow products, and mascara in one bin. Now moving on to working on some cheek products, I decided to repurpose that eyeshadow palette that I had all of those old Etude House eyeshadows in. I popped out the tray and I'm actually using it to depot some other Etude House blushes. This is again another nice thing about Korean Beauty is they make depotting really easy because they provide a pinhole, and then I just peel off the label and put it on the back. That way I still know what the shade names are, and obviously these don't fit in there perfectly. What's nice about consolidating and depotting like this is I'm more likely to use the products when they're in palette form, and then I have a lot less like single things. So this is what the after looks like, obviously a massive difference, and I was able to combine my lip products and my cheek products into one drawer, which I really love. And then next, of course, we had to tackle this bebe here, which honestly, this was one of the most overwhelming drawers, I think, besides the skincare. So essentially what I decided to do is obviously just dump everything out. I try to keep them in categories. For example, I worked on the concealers first, kind of weeded through those, and then I can move on to the next. So with the concealers, I had, again, just some old ones that I decided to throw away that were just too expired or old for me to feel comfortable using. I had a couple new ones that I hadn't touched yet that I was like, I'm gonna donate these because I don't necessarily want them. And again, I love that they have the expiration dates on the back so I could double check and get rid of the old products. So we are on to day 3. I don't know what I was thinking when I initially thought I could get all of this done in one day. Obviously that's not the case. So I got a decent amount of stuff done yesterday, but I had to stop because I was losing natural light. And where I left off, I was kind of messing with the makeup, so weeding that down. I would honestly like to get all of my makeup on the left side of the drawer system in this office. I just think it'd be easier for me just to have it all instead of random drawers here or there. So I was like sitting down here and kind of sorting through things. As you can see, I have this drawer done, which I'm pretty sure I've showed you guys already. This is the drawer that I'm working on now with all of my cushion foundations. I'm pretty sure I can go through and get rid of some of these. I'm also pretty sure I have some old foundations and stuff in there as well. And also another thing that I was kind of looking at were all of my air puffs, which I had like all of my sponges in here. And I think I need to narrow this down a little bit because I don't need like a whole box of air puffs or sponges. So far, here is a little box of makeup products that I didn't like or that are old. I am basically going to be throwing some of these away or finding new homes if they're not that old to see if any of my friends or family want to try. This whole box here, I don't know if you can see how big this box is. These are all pretty much brand new products that I am going to be donating or giving to friends or family. So I've done a pretty good job, I feel like, of doing that. You guys will have to comment down below and let me know if you guys feel the same way as I do, but makeup storage and like beauty organization and skincare and all that constantly feels like a work in progress. Like I feel like I'm always moving stuff around. Now with the cushions, I wanted to make sure I kept the ones that I liked, obviously, and to get rid of old ones or ones that aren't available anymore. So this tray here were all old ones I was ready to part with. Again, some of them were just expired, and I think I weeded out about 1/3 of my cushions, so for me, that's a lot. I felt pretty good about that. Okay, we're on to like day, I don't know, probably like day 4, day 5, but I wanted to update you guys on where I'm at because I think the last time I left you, I said I was gonna go to Daiso and get more of these, like little plastic containers. Well, they ran out and I asked them and they said, oh yeah, those sell out, those are a popular item. So instead I picked up these. They're just not as customizable because they have the set, I don't know if you guys can even see. Take this out. They have like the set slots in here for these plastic bits, which isn't the worst thing ever, but I like being able to just put them wherever I want. And they're also not as tall, obviously. And I was looking at them. They're almost the same length, but not quite. They're just like shy, maybe 1/2 inch. But yeah, so that's what it looks like. Back to it. Okay, so you guys have seen this top drawer, so I won't go too much into it, but this is all my lipsticks, lip glosses, tints, and cheek products, and bronzers and highlighters, etc. And then the second drawer is where we have all of our face products, so that includes bases, powders, here we have concealers, spot concealers here. I have all like my BB creams slash CC creams in here. Sponges that I use, actually threw away a lot of the air puffs I had because they're just too old and I'd washed them too many times. Narrowed down the cushion foundation, so all of these are either new cushion foundations or current cushion foundations that are still available, so I am going to go through those and review some of them. I've got my setting mists back there. My foundations are in this bin here, and then I've got all of my sunscreens here. So actually I like how everything fit in here. I feel like these bins did a good job, and I ended up reusing a couple of these square ones, which were fine. So I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. So here's like an overview of this drawer. And then here at the bottom we have all of my eye products. So I've got all my eyelashes back here. I put like my spare mascaras and eyeliners in that box there. Then I've got my palettes here, smaller palettes here in the front. I ended up using these, which I got from my second trip to Daiso, which actually worked out well. My liquid eyeliners, my eyelash curler here, stick eyeshadows, my pencil liners. I've got like my primers slash potted like cream shadows here. And then I've just got like some spare single shadows here. So now this is all just makeup. So instead of having like a couple makeup drawers over here and a couple over here, now it's all on one side. And then this is still how it was, I think, when I showed you guys. I have all of my video ideas and some Instagram video ideas in here that I'm planning on working on. And then in here, I have like my desk stuff. And then this is an empty drawer. Now I can fill up with my skincare. And then the skincare down here, which I have not even, let me back this chair out. I have not even touched this drawer. This is, yeah, gonna be a bit of work. I think I'm just gonna empty this out and sort them by category, because I'm pretty sure now I have just skincare categories everywhere. I used to have it where it'd be like cleansers, then it'd be like toners, essences, blah, blah, blah. Well, that went out the window. So I'm gonna go through here and do something about that. So first of all, like I said, I'm just gonna go and take all of this out because this is terrible.
Forgot that feeling, the sun in my face, it's so well needed. Life will take care of the rest. Biking alone in the sunset, through the canal, so the mindset I needed. Yeah, I needed. Oh, let's freeze time, gather around, watch the sun go down. Oh, in summertime, soaking up the sun, cruising around in this crazy town. Oh, just you and I, just you and I.
Okay, so I've got them categorized now, and I feel like I'm pretty good with how I sorted them. I'll show you guys really quickly what I did. I have my eye products here. Here we have sun products. We have kind of like mask products here, or like products I thought were kind of cool that I maybe want to focus on a little bit. There are lotions there. We've got creams there. This is serums, which I have a ton of those, obviously. There's cleansers, toners, which I also have probably too many of those. Essences, cleansing oils, soap, makeup remover. These are kind of more cleansing products, lip products, mists, and exfoliators, and random stuff over there. Yeah, let's get to getting rid of some or weeding through some. Now, skincare, I did decide to keep a lot of the products because a lot of these products are fairly new. Obviously, they're still in boxes, so I haven't touched a lot of them, and I do give away a lot. And basically how I organize the products when I put the skincare back in is I do it in order of my routine. So I work from like my cleansing oils, cleansing products, cleansers, through my toners, essences, mists, serums, etc., and just the order that they would go on my skin in an actual routine. So that way I have all of these same types of products in the same area. So for example, if I want to grab a cleanser, all my cleansers are in one place. If I want to grab a toner, all my toners are in one place. So it just makes it a lot easier for me to assess what I have and to see everything all in one place. Alrighty, so I finally got everything put back in. Oh my gosh, I feel so much better about all of this. Like, it looks so much better, cleaner, and less messy and cluttered. So I ended up not getting rid of a ton of skincare because I kind of like giving it to friends or family whenever they come over. It's kind of like my goodie bag. I don't know, I like to just give it to friends and family and share. So anyways, up here we have kind of like interesting products, mask products. I have my sheet mask back there, and then I have like random products here and body products. Then down here is where I put pretty much the rest of the skincare. As you can see, nothing is stacked on top of each other. Everything looks a lot nicer. I feel like I can see everything. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now I'm gonna show you guys really quickly how much stuff I actually got rid of, which I'm pretty excited about out of this office. So these are pretty much products that were just old, used, that I am most likely just gonna throw away. They're expired, so I don't know what else I'd do with them. Those are some products that are open that I'm gonna see if friends or family want, that are still good, that I'm ready to part with. And then I have these two boxes, which as you can see are pretty big size boxes. Like, I don't know, that's like a foot deep. This one's pretty much full. of brand new products that I'm gonna be donating or seeing if friends or family want. So I'm pretty happy with that. I feel like I've weeded out a lot of stuff. I've got like pretty much like 4 boxes worth of stuff. So I feel pretty accomplished. So that's pretty much it as far as my beauty/skincare organization video goes. I hope you guys had fun with me kind of doing this casual organization of all the products that I have. Maybe you took away some ideas, and if you guys have any tips on how you organize your products, definitely let me know in the comment section down below, because like I said, I pretty much do this every 6 months or so to take inventory of like the products that I have. And also I'm gonna be doing an office tour, so that's why I'm not showing you everything in the office, because I want to show you guys basically how I have it set up for when I stream, when I film, when I'm just working in here answering emails, because I've actually gotten a lot of questions about that now that I've started streaming, and people want to know like how I have everything set up in here as far as lighting goes, green screens, all that kind of stuff, because I do have it in one room, believe it or not. As always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!